All right, this video is talking about making equations or solving problems using a graph. And we started with this situation. We found out that Nick is going to be selling pretzels for $1.25 each. And so down here, he only reported part of the information, so 16 pretzels, 40 pretzels, and $40 collected. So we had to fill in the other gaps. So if 16 pretzels were sold, how much money would he make? Okay, we got $20. If 40 pretzels were sold, he'd make $50. And if $40 collected, if he made $40, he would have collected or sold 32 pretzels. All right. So on number 2, we're supposed to write an equation. Okay. And these two equations work really well. So basically what we're doing is we're taking the number of pretzels sold and multiplying it by $1.25, and that would give us how much money we made. All right? Or we could take the amount of money we made divided by $1.25, and that would give us the number of pretzels sold. Okay? So we could do y equals 1.25x, just to kind of clean it up and make it look like what you'll be doing in algebra later on. All right? Now, does the situation represent a proportional relationship? Okay, so we kind of have to go over here to get more information on that. A long time ago, we talked about equivalent ratios. All right, and equivalent ratios had two things. They were a straight line, and they started through the origin. Okay, and notice this line that comes from this situation does both. It's a straight line, and it goes through the origin. So yes, it would be a proportional relationship. All right. Then they asked us to label 3 ordered pairs. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to figure out our x value first. So look at what the x-axis is being labeled. In this case, it's number of pretzels. So I want to answer how many pretzels are there. Okay, so for example, there was 16 pretzels. And then how much money did they make by selling 16 pretzels? Well, the answer is $20. And what's interesting is, if I look at my graph, if I go 16 here for number of pretzels, and I go up to here, it is $20. So a point on my line is an answer in one of these situations. Same thing with 40 pretzels for $50, or 32 pretzels for $40. Okay, again, these are all these scenarios, and these are all points on this graph. All right, so what does each ordered pair represent? Well, the first part of the ordered pair is how many pretzels there are. Okay, and then the second part is how much money it costs, or how much money was earned. Okay? Now, unit rate, just to review, is the amount for 1. Okay? So we could have figured out how many pretzels we get for $1, but it would not be a whole pretzel. So we did $1.25 per 1 pretzel, which would make more sense in this case. Okay? Then it talks about how we can use a graph to solve a situation. Okay? So if he collected $10, which is over here, we're going to draw this line over here, and we don't really care about all the points on this line. We just care about the point that's on this graph line right here. So at $10, he sold 8 pretzels. Okay? So how many pretzels did Nick sell if he collected $10? Well, the answer is 8 pretzels. Okay? Because we can see it in here in the graph. All right? So we can do this with other numbers. For example, 25. If I go up 25, which is right here, and I find my point, it's going to be right over 20 pretzels. Okay, now these is going to be a little bit harder, okay, because they're either not on a graph or they're not whole numbers. Okay, so there are some limitations to the graph. All right, but typically it is another way to answer some of the questions. All right, so here's your assignment. I want you to do all these questions 1 through 5. All right, and I want you to answer them. This first one talks about ordered pair. Remember, you want to look at the x value, okay? And we summarized a little bit here. We did the weight without the suit is the first number in the ordered pair in the parentheses, and then the second value is the weight with the suit, okay? And then think about writing an equation to represent the values shown on the graph. What would I need to do to x to get to y? Okay, what's the pattern? All right, is the proportional relationship? Okay, think about it. Is it a straight line? Does it go through 0? Number 4, do all the points on the line make sense? Okay, is it possible to have every point on this line as a reasonable answer? and determine the weight of an astronaut without a shuttle suit, given the astronaut's weight while wearing the suit. Okay, so a little bit like that first problem we did. Figure out what the astronaut's weight without the suit would be if they weighed these number of pounds. Okay, thanks for watching.